Hi guys, welcome to the Dhaliwal show. I'm absolutely delighted today to be joined by Rita Singh. She's joining me from India today, from Delhi. And Rita is an athlete. She's the founder of Jara Nutrition and Transformers of Legends, which is an online business. Hi Rita.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you for joining me from all the way from Delhi, I believe, today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and it's the evening there, isn't it, Rita?
Yeah, it's 9 p.m. here.
9 p.m. and we're here in the early afternoon here as well. So I'm very excited, to actually finally got you for an interview because we've been Facebook friends for quite a long time now, haven't we? And our journeys have, we've had both of us have been on a bit of a journey like most people have. But I absolutely love what you've created over the past few years. And seeing your personal transformation as well has been amazing. And I know you've had a very busy time. We're talking now. It's what's the date today? It's October, and you've had like Expo after Expo because I've been watching your journey. So at the weekend you were at Shiru Classic, I believe.
Oh yes.
Yeah. How did that go for you?
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so proud that India had an expo like that. I've been to expos at FIBO and at the Olympia and the Arnold Classic and the Amateur Olympia expos, in Prague, Czechoslovakia. I think I was so proud that India had an expo at this, of this, stature, and we had huge crowds. And This is the first time I had a booth at an expo. This was my first experience, and I think it was really awesome. Like I never thought in my life I would do this, and I think it was really big for me. It was huge for me, so I was so glad.
Yeah,
I was so glad.
I mean, it looked amazing. I mean, I've seen you on stage as well, and your physique is absolutely amazing. Now, we're going to get a bit of your background. I know you've got a long journey, so trying to keep it a little bit brief and trying to, fill everyone in our audience who might not know you. I mean, have you always been into your fitness, or is it something that, you've just developed recently at this sort of level that you're, training at now?
I have always been into fitness. But even when probably we were much younger, we didn't have gyms, the conventional way and the kind of thing we have now. But I was doing competitive swimming and then even skating, and I was into some of the other physical activity always, inter-school games and all that. But it was just restricted to that.
Yeah. So you were a sportswoman, kind of. You were more into your sports. Right.
Yeah, but that was more of my disposition and nature. But there's one thing that has always been that whatever I did was for myself. And I see a lot of people getting into competitive bodybuilding now. Sometimes they do it just for a name or fame or some kind of glamour that is attached to it. But I did it because I've always wanted to do it just for myself. So it's my own journey. So I really enjoy it.
Yeah, because I think I said to you in a message of ours that we shared personally, I said, "Are you a competitor?" You said, "No, I do this for myself," which was really refreshing to hear. Because obviously, a lot of people do it for the wrong reasons, as you just mentioned, for fame, credibility. They think perhaps they can become an Insta star or something like that. So it's so refreshing to hear that your journey is a personal thing, it's for yourself, and that's amazing. And also what I like about you is because obviously I've interviewed a lot of athletes from India, and I still know there's not that many women out there. We could name possibly on one hand, all the women who are doing amazing things in India. And it's very similar here as well, especially with Indians in the UK. I mean, what's your opinion on it? Do you think things have changed? Because you've probably seen the progression over the years.
Oh yes, I have, because I know that when I had started doing, going to the gym and doing very heavyweight training, I was the only one, and a lot of people used to, kind of stare at me, that women, and, kind of try to guide me that women should not be doing weight training and they don't need to, and so on and so forth. But then, eventually over the years, their awareness has increased so much that now I do see a great change and a lot of women getting into it. So it's really awesome. I love seeing women into fitness. I love it,
I know.
There was a time when I have been almost all alone and by myself.
Yeah.
So I really love seeing a lot of girls into it.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I do believe, because I've not been to India for a long time, and I do believe the fitness industry is growing immensely in India now. And it's, like you said yourself, everybody is into fitness. And I think it's got a lot to do with the celebrity lifestyle. A lot of the movie stars are looking after their bodies, and I think
Yes.
that's a good thing.
Yes, this is the time when Dharmendra and Hema Malini and Sanjeev Kumar, I mean, it was more on their acting skills or maybe the face, but now we see that the body and fitness is so very important.
Yeah, and whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know, but for us and for yourself, I'm sure health is the main thing. It's important for everyone to be healthy, right? It's not always necessarily about the way we look. Do you agree? Health is predominantly the most important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about your business, and I know you've got your own nutrition company, and you also have your online company. Do you want to share with us a little bit about how you do that, what's involved, and what kind of programs you do?
Yeah, I mean, I was more into mathematics and classical music in the beginning, but I feel bodybuilding is more of an expensive hobby. You can't get body, it's not a money-making kind of profession or anything like that. So I feel, I think it's odd when people look for sponsorship, just by going to the gym for 6 months.
Yeah.
And the kind of sponsorships you get here is, not sufficient to actually sustain an expensive hobby like that.
Because it's expensive, isn't it, Rita? Because I spoke to Harry Sandhu, who you may know, who's a prep coach, and he was saying it's quite expensive, to be a competitor.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
So just to sustain this hobby, I started, using whatever knowledge I have over the years to, start training people, and that's how this thing started. And I opened this company, Transformers of Legends, where I have a business partner. We both together train. We have more of people who are into competitive bodybuilding and some fitness freaks who want like those abs and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's more online, but it's very informal. It's not a typical website. It's like on emails, on WhatsApp, and then we have people somewhere around Delhi who come to meet us once in a month or once in a week sometimes, who are in and around Delhi. So they meet us or they send their pictures and we give them a updated program. Yeah. So that's how it works.
I think it's nice having a choice, isn't it, for people to meet you in person as well and have that accountability to see you face to face, because everything is so online now with social media. I think sometimes we lose that personal touch. And I think you're probably like me. You're probably a bit old school. You like the way we used to do things, which was communication.
I'm so much old school.
I like
to read rather than read things, have things online. But then it's just convenient. It's very convenient.
You just got to move with the times, haven't you? So that's amazing. So at Sheru Classic, what did you do? I know you said you had a booth, but I've seen you on stage. And what did you do? Did you do talks there, or were you there for the fans?
I had to do guest posing, but then I was not ready and I did not have my competition suit, and I so much wanted to be there. Sheru told me that, we must have somebody from India there too. And I felt very proud working with Jennifer Strobo and Asia, because, they have been on Olympia stage so many times. They're champions in their own right, and they're really do great. So I felt that it was an honor for me to be on the stage with them, and also represent the Indian counterpart. So I felt really great about that.
It was amazing. I've actually seen that on Facebook. So you looked absolutely stunning, amazing.
I wish I had my competition suit there. And,
but you still look good.
I didn't want to miss the chance.
Yeah, there was so many people there, so that's amazing. Tell me a little bit about. I know you're doing some work. Is it Species Nutrition? Are you supplying? Tell us a little bit about that range.
Yeah, Species Nutrition has been developed by Dave Polampo, and why I think it's so special is because he has been a bodybuilder himself, and he felt that these are the kind of products I want, and he designed and made them for himself, and he has a tremendous amount of knowledge. So it is not those cookie cutter regular commercialized kind of thing. It's something which every bodybuilder needs, and there's so much more into it. So I still feel, how come nobody got Species Nutrition to India till now? And I met him at Olympia, and then we spoke, and then I said, okay, I'll bring this to India, and I still have got sample for the food safety and the clearances and all that. I just had them, and as soon as I came back from US, we had this expo. So I said, this is the best time for me to promote it. and then we soon have all our products on the way. So
that's
I'm
perfect
very
timing.
proud that I'm getting this into India.
Yeah, that's great. That's perfect time. We'll look out for your progress on that as well.
Yeah.
So we're coming towards the end of the interview. I want you to share with us what you've got planned in the future that you might want to share with our audience. Is there anything that you've got planned in the future?
Oh yes, yeah. I want to continue my competitive journey, and but then I don't have. I'm very sure that it's not a specific goal or something that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Because it's the journey that we need to enjoy, and I take it the way it comes. So I don't stress myself with it. I feel that when you are competing, you get to learn a lot. It's the camaraderie which we have with the rest of the competitors, and we gain so much. We gain so many friends, and we meet a lot of people. So it's the journey that I love. And then at the end of the day, you end up looking great, and all the things which make you look great.
Yeah.
So, and I'm very sure I'm not going to get fat if I'm sticking to competition. So
yeah.
I mean, that's what I plan to do as far as my competition is concerned. That I will compete as till the time I can. And I'm almost 50 now, but
wow.
I want. When I see women in US in 70s that also they compete, I also feel that I have the potential to set a very good example for women in India. I've seen women in India, they're just 40 years old, and they think that now we are old, and
that's
now my
right.
daughter-in-law should look after me, and they just give up on life, But I feel life begins at 40, when everything else is settled and a woman can live for herself.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. I think you're doing amazing things. You're a really fantastic role figure, and I think for all age groups, not just women who are a little bit more older, for all age groups. Before we go, I want you to share with me your link. So if our audience want to follow you or find you or connect with you, if you share your links with us, is it Facebook or?
Facebook, I'm there as Rita Singh.
Okay.
And you can search me with my email, ritasingh76@hotmail.com.
Okay.
And on Twitter, I'm at @Rita Singh. And on Instagram, it's Rita Jarrett. You can search that, and you can find me.
Yeah. What we'll do, we'll share your links on the bottom of this interview, so people can find it easier once this interview goes live. But I want to say a huge thank you for you to join me today. It's been amazing. I've been looking forward to this interview all week as well, so it's been amazing. So thank you, Rita, and we will speak again very shortly, very soon. I guarantee. Okay, bye.
Thank you for having me. I'm so honored to be on your show.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye.